Good morning, this is Sarah, your imperfect carnivore in the UK. Never going to be perfect. I haven't got my glasses on, haven't got a clue what I look like, but I did put my glasses on and there was so much glare. And my goal this year is to become much more professional in my videos. So I'm going to put the lipstick on, but try without the glasses this morning. On day seven of my lion diet experiment, and already thinking in terms of 365 days. Am I silly? I'm going back to work tomorrow, so in reality it'll probably be 2 weeks, but at this moment in time it's 365 days. I'm already moving over a bit more towards ground beef. I've got loads of steaks in the fridge and I can have them whenever I want, but I'm thinking I knew when I started that I wasn't going to be able to continue with just having steaks, but I just thought you're going to need to have steaks for those first few days when it's tricky, when everyone else is having their treats. Steaks are my treats. The treats are now sort of fading out now, aren't we? We're in New Year now and we're, moving on from that, moving on from the Christmas thing. It's the 2nd of January, so the fact that I'm on day 7 on the 2nd of January does make me feel, super happy that I've done that. I'm not smug, but it does give me a little bit of a nice feeling that I did start a bit early. Got some burgers sizzling in the pan. I'm going to press pause and go and flip them. And then at the end of this video, you're going to see what I've made. So I'm going to press pause and I will see you in a moment. I'm now back. I'm finding that I just love Asda meat. Most of you watching don't live in the UK, but if you do, I highly recommend the meat from Asda over Tesco because the steaks are just fattier and taste more beautiful, and the mince, their 20% mince is ground much smaller, and so when you make burger patties, they don't just look like brains. I know they're not brains, and at some point I probably will end up eating brains, but at the moment I'm still squeamish about the idea of brains. And when you make patties out of Tesco mince, when you cut them open, it looks like you're eating a brain, and I don't like it. So as the mince for me, as the ribeyes, every weekend I'm going to go there and buy as much meat as I possibly can to fit in the fridge and do it that way. This is day 7 and my thumbnail says follow the money, for science, and I think, well, I've known for 9 years now that we're being lied to about science. You might think that all the science is good. All the nutrition science is good and all the other kind of science is good. I always say though, follow the money. Follow the money trail. Where's it going? Who stands to make money out of all the choices that we make? Because it's not us making the money, it's somebody else. And 97% of scientists just agree with anyone that pays them. So, and the other 3% are banned from social media. So I like to follow the silenced people. I like to follow the banned people and see what they have to say. Healthcare these days is just disease management. That's all it is. That's what it was for my mum. My mum took medication all her life, pretty much. All the time I was alive, she was on medication. Did it fix anything or solve anything? No, it just caused her problems. So it's just disease management, in my opinion. My grandmother was very against the pharmaceutical industry. This woman here, massive influence on me. She wouldn't even take a paracetamol for a headache. She was amazing. She was fantastic and very against. She was very into her red meat. She was married to a butcher, ate a lot of red meat, and she despised the pharmaceutical industry. She wasn't interested in hearing about cholesterol. She didn't take flu jabs and shit like that. She didn't take any kind of vaccines or medications. She lived a very natural life, and she was the healthiest human to ever come through our family tree. By miles. And the only reason she passed away in the end was because she needed a very small operation for something tiny, and she just didn't want to take it. If she had, she would have lived for another 10 years, I'm sure, but she died at 93. And I like to follow in her footsteps, and I always like to think, would my nan do that? Would my grandmother do that? No, she wouldn't, so I'm not doing it. And so far, it's paying dividends living like she lived, and I highly recommend questioning all the science they throw at us. and decide for yourself what seems correct. Gather more information, have an open mind, think about things. So I will do another video on that at some point, because I think, you know, most people only watch about the first 1 minute of a video and don't get to the end, and they'll miss this bit that I think is important. And as Jordan Peterson says, when you've got 1,000 people reporting the same results, you no longer have an anecdote, you have a hypothesis, and that's powerful. Now, I have no idea what this video looks like because I can't even see myself because my eyes are so bad. Another reason why I'm going to do 365 days of lying, see if I can fix these silly things on my front of my face. I'm going to press pause now. I'm going to get my burgers. So I'm back. I have finished my my breakfast, which is, ta-da! They're in a bowl because I've poured all of the fat that came out of them into the bowl. Yep. This is my... The cat's excited because there's now beef juice on the table. Come and get it. She loves it. Anyway, I'm going to tuck into these. I'm going to expand on my hatred of the pharmaceutical industry much more in the future. I hope this video has turned out okay. I'm now going to get stuck into these, watch the video back and see what a nonsense it is. You have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow on day 8 of the Lion Diet experiment. You take care. Bye.